Today I am going to explain the action and thriller movie Speed, released in the year 1994. The movie is about a brave police officer who risks his life to prevent a bomb planted in a bus from exploding. But before we begin to tell you the story, please subscribe to our channel so that you are updated with exciting thriller recaps in the weeks to come. The movie opens in the basement of a tall building where a security supervisor is checking the building. He sees a man doing some work in a restricted area, and when he questions the man stabs the supervisor in his ear and kills him. After that, a team on the 46th floor of the same building gets into the elevator. As the elevator is going down, suddenly there is a bomb blast, and the wires supporting the elevator break, and the elevator goes down rapidly. There are about 13 people in the elevator, and they are all very scared. Then the elevator's emergency brakes stop it at the 30th floor area. The LAPD SWAT bomb disposal squad arrives, and the entire building is evacuated. Captain McMahon tells his team that a suicide bomber has detonated the elevator's cable wires and is demanding a $3 million ransom for their lives. There is only 1 hour until the next blast, and they have to save these 13 people in that 1 hour. The LAPD squad does not yet know that the bomber is in the same building. Jack Traven and Harry Temple, two talented LAPD officers, enter the elevator area from the 32nd floor to help people trapped in the elevator. The bomber hears the voices of Harry and Jack, who is currently near the freight elevator and is setting off a bomb. Harry, who is an expert in bomb disposal, sees the bombs near the elevator and says that they are difficult to dispose of, and the only way they have is to get the people trapped in the elevator out. After that, both go to the rooftop and bring the cable wire of the crane to the lift area and hook the lift with the cable. The suicide bomber, who was listening to them, also blows the elevator's emergency brake ahead of time, causing the elevator to accelerate downwards, but is stopped by the crane. Jack and Harry open the elevator doors and get them all out safely. As Jack pulls the last woman in the elevator out of the elevator crashes to the ground. Jack and Harry now go after the bomber, but he is very clever. As Jack and Harry reach the elevator, the bomber in the elevator fires at them, causing the roof of the elevator to collapse and Harry to fall into the elevator. Harry has now become a hostage of this terrorist. The terrorist tries to kill Jack again, but Jack saves himself. The terrorist then drives the elevator upwards. Jack has no other choice, so he jumps into the elevator to save his life. This terrorist is wearing a bomb jacket. He tries to escape by taking Harry as a hostage. Harry tells Jack to shoot him, and Jack actually shoots Harry in the leg, leaving him unable to walk. Before that, Jack manages to catch the terrorist. He escapes from there, and as he escapes, there is an explosion in which it appears that the terrorist is dead. We then see an honors ceremony held in which Jack and Harry are awarded medals. On the other hand, the same terrorist is watching this entire event on TV. Now he wants to take personal revenge on Jack because he lost his money. In the next scene, Jack buys coffee at a coffee shop when a friend of his who is a bus driver comes and congratulates him on his successful mission. The driver takes his coffee and leaves. As Jack reaches his car with his coffee, the public bus explodes. Before Jack reaches there for help, the bus is completely destroyed, and his friend is also killed in the explosion. The phone rings at a nearby phone booth, and as Jack picks it up, it's a terrorist on the other end. He tells him that Jack wasted 2 years of his hard work, and because of that, he didn't get his money. That's why he tells Jack that he wants $3.7 million. He also tells Jack that he has also planted a bomb in another public bus number 2525. He explains that if the bus crosses the speed of 50, the bomb will be activated, and if the speed falls back below 50, the bomb will explode. He also tells Jack that it is his responsibility to destroy the bus, and if he tried to save the people, he will detonate the bomb by remote control. Jack drives his car and soon finds the bus. He approaches the bus and tries to tell the bus driver, Sam Silver, that there is a bomb on the bus. But Sam doesn't hear Jack's voice and speeds up the bus to get away from Jack and crosses the 50, which activates the bomb. Sam shows his badge and stops a car and chases the bus. He asks the car driver to write a note to inform Sam that there is a bomb on his bus. Sam is upset when he reads the note, after which Jack tells him to open the bus door. Sam opens the bus door and Jack jumps from the car onto the bus. He then explains the details to Sam and the passengers. Seeing the police, a criminal in the bus takes out his gun. Jack tells the man that whatever crime he has committed is worse. He just listens to him and sits comfortably, but another passenger who is powerful catches the criminal. In the scuffle between the two, the gun goes off and Sam is shot. Jack asks for help from a girl on the bus named Annie Porter. Annie takes Sam's place and starts driving the bus. Jack calls Harry and informs him of the situation. Harry asks Jack for information on the bomb so he can give him some help. Sam, despite being injured, tells Jack that there is a panel where Jack is standing that he can see under the bus. When Jack looks down from the bus, there are 3 bombs instead of 1. A gold watch is attached to a bomb. Jack tells Harry all this information. Harry begins to collect the details of all the bombs. Harry, learning about the bomb and the gold watch, concludes that the terrorist must be from the LAPD. Harry asks his colleague to pull up the details of retired LAPD officers because Harry has already seen the terrorist. On the other hand, the bus is running on the roads with a speed of over 50. Captain McMahon arrives with his rescue team and tries to get the bus to clear the way and not get stuck. Annie drives the bus with Jack's guidance. She tells Jack that her license has been revoked for speeding. Hearing this, Jack says that then she is even more of his work. Captain McMahon arrives at the bus with his team on a loader truck and tells Jack to get the passengers off the bus, but Jack tells him that they are being watched by terrorists. If he finds out, he will detonate the bomb by remote control. Because of Sam's critical condition, Jack pleads with the terrorist to only let Sam off the bus so that he can get medical attention in time. After some pushing and shoving, he allows and Sam is taken off the bus and handed over to McMahon. The bus soon arrives at the airport area, and Jack asks Annie to drive the bus into orbit. Jack gets off the bus so he can dispose of the bomb. Jack lays into a trolley with tools and plans to crawl under the bus. The trolley is connected by a cable wire. Jack crawls under the bus and tries to dispose of the bomb with Harry's help. After a few attempts, they are convinced that this is not possible. The cable wire pulley can no longer handle the trolley, and the wire breaks from the pulley. Jack tries to hang himself from the bus, and in the process, he drives a screw into the fuel tank of the bus, which starts leaking fuel. By opening a panel on the bus, some passengers drag Jack safely back into the bus. Annie is very angry with Jack. Now another problem has arisen for them. Fuel is running out due to fuel tank leakage. Jack tells McMahon to attach their bus to the fuel tank. McMahon orders a fuel tank to be brought in while we see Harry and his team extract all the information on the terrorist. The terrorist's name is Howard Payne, who was in the bomb disposal squad of the LAPD. During a mission, he lost one of his hands and was given only a medal and a gold watch in return. Howard is furious that he has not been bailed out and that the ransom he is demanding is his lifetime earnings. Harry goes to Howard's house with his team, but Howard has already set a trap for them there. As soon as Harry and his team get there, there is an explosion that kills many officials, including Harry. When Jack contacts Harry, he is answered by Howard, who also tells Jack that Harry is gone. Jack is very hurt to hear this and has a hard time controlling his anger. Jack overhears Howard calling Annie Wildcat several times. When Jack sees the Arizona logo on Annie's jacket, he tells Annie that Howard is watching them. Then while searching the bus, he finds a camera behind the rear view mirror. He tells McMahon about the camera. Jack tells the passengers that there is a camera on the bus, that Howard is watching them at every turn, so he tells them not to move and try to look desperate. McMahon, on the other hand, goes to the news van and with the help of his crew, accesses the bus camera to record the video and play it on a loop and transmit it to Howard to trick him. Howard sees the video playing on a loop on his screen. On the other hand, all the passengers are transferred to the airport bus. The bus is almost out of fuel. After the passengers disembark, Jack and Annie prop the bus accelerator with a rod and tie the panel to the steering wheel with a rope. As Jack and Annie sit on the panel, Jack unties the rope, which drags them out of the bus on the panel. The bus, passing through an airport warehouse, collides with the plane, and the explosion destroys both the bus and the plane. Howard is unaware of all of this. As soon as Howard realizes that the video he sees is playing on a loop, he becomes very angry. The money is placed at his designated location, and LAPD personnel surround the location. Howard is very cruel, so he takes Annie, who is standing outside the ambulance, with him. When they don't feel any movement near the garbage container for a long time, Jack realizes that Howard must have another plan. When they learn from the tracker in the money bag that Howard has taken the money, Jack tracks him down. In the subway, he finds Annie wearing a bomb jacket. Just then, Howard comes in and takes Annie with him. He empties the entire subway station and boards the train with Annie and handcuffs Annie to a pole. Jack follows them and forces the train door open and enters. Howard also shoots the train driver. Then he hears some noises coming from the roof of the train. Howard is sure it's Jack. He fires his gun at the ceiling. Jack saves himself, and when Howard's gun runs out of bullets, he follows Jack onto the roof himself. He still has the bomb remote control in his hand. The two fight, with Jack knocking Howard down. He then returns to the train and takes off Annie's jacket. Jack tries to stop the train, but the train does not stop because the control panel is damaged. Jack tries to free Annie's handcuffs, but all of their efforts fail. Jack then turns the train towards the construction site and approaches Annie and hugs her. They both now leave themselves to fate. The train reaches the end line through the construction site, and due to high speed, it falls out onto the road. Luckily, they both survive. Annie is shocked and asks Jack why he didn't leave her but stayed together, that they have become closer after having such a bad time together. In the end, they both kiss. People standing outside are taking pictures of both. Many people start gathering around the train and the movie ends. Overall, Speed is a great movie to watch with an amazing storyline, so make sure to check it out. To watch many more exciting recaps like this, don't forget to subscribe, as that's the only way we can keep making these fantastic recaps, and like this video. Let us know in the comments section about your next favorite movie that you would like us to recap. Thanks again for watching, and stay safe and healthy.